Alright, Jack Sentinel coming to you from the Regalia production site. From the looks of it, yeah, it's kind of small, I know, but we're gonna stick with our basic standard definition here. Alright, I won't do that much modifying of this video as per the rules of this competition, but as Millennium Knives has challenged me, I have to actually do this proper. We will be doing the scythe from RWBY. RWBY. I don't know why you spell it out every time. It's not RWBY, it's RWBY. It's easier to say. It probably is RWBY, to be honest. Anyway, so we're going to be making RWBY Scythe. I'll try and link everything possible. It's made by Monty and credit with Rooster Teeth. Excellent music by Jeff Williams, all that fun stuff. Alright, so as you can see in front of you, I've already mapped it out to a certain degree. Though I mapped out my own personal version of what I would like to make, it will be actually mostly using a template, since this prop has actually been made several times already. Not by myself, this is actually my first time making this specific prop. And quite frankly, I like it. I love the series, I like the technical stuff that's going to go down for it, and I kind of like the aspect of what I want to go with this. Anyway, so most of my normal props, for those that actually follow the podcast, The Forge, knows that my primary use of material is mostly MDF or foam. This time, I'm actually going to take a nod from Millennium Knives and steal one of his materials to do so, which would be, in fact, PVC. Alright, now, usually PVC, the stuff that I have anyway is not that thick. It's kind of wobbly, but the good thing, it takes a beating. Plus, when you stack it on top of each other, it's actually a pretty decent material. Also, it's plastic and all that fun stuff. Anyway, back to what I was stating before. This is my personal attempt at building this, but I will also be using a template made by Tetsuro, I'm sorry. I'll be linking his DeviantArt on the bottom of this description, because quite frankly, if not for him, I would actually still be drawing this thing out. I used mostly the still shots that he grabbed, as well as modeling most of this from his technique. There will be a couple of modifications, obviously, because I'm not going to be doing it word for word what he did. I'll be adding my own personal touches here and there. So, without further ado, let me actually explain this prop. Okay. Obviously, a lot of you are wondering, like, what the heck is this piece of paper? Okay. What I've done already prior to, looking at the template and all that stuff, is I've mapped out the primary chunks of this prop. We have the primary gun barrel, which the handle will be attached to. Also, I'm going to be making this a little bit collapsible with a screw-on head. I wish the thing would actually be able to fit in view of the camera, but I only have one stand and I don't want to show the messiness of this room. Anyway, the primary frame, the bottom, the lock jack, which, yeah, I know, I'm using a lot of weird terms for this because it's a fictional weapon. I have the right to make any name I want. I don't really care. Anyway, so I'm following a good chunk of what the prop looks like. The main fin, if I actually follow this the way I want to, it's going to be fairly hollow, which is the important part. If I actually make it hollow from there, things can be lightweight, I can use the PVC properly, and the stuff that needs to be done shall be done. Alright, so a lot of RWBY fans are wondering what's with the back. I haven't really designed the back yet. I'm going to probably just use the base of the template and then go from wherever the heck I decide to go with from there. It's an easy thing to figure out. I'm probably just going to make it hollow, like the rest of the prop. The handle, I'm probably going to go word for word with the template and gun from there. And the barrel is actually my biggest concern. Because, again, it's a primary locking point. It's actually going to be where all the pressure is going to be held once you're holding this thing properly. and I'd rather be really careful with this piece, especially considering the fact that I'm going to be using a screw-on piece that isn't known for holding that much weight, but after I'm done with it, hopefully it will hold all the weight and then some. I'll also be trying out a new technique, which is a personal challenge for me. Instead of using, which I wish I was in a garage right now, I can actually just bring this stuff in. I usually use a vinyl cement when it comes to PVC. It holds and seals a lot cleaner. But this time I'm actually going to be going halfsies on this prop and working with stuff that most people can use. So when I do these update videos, it's actually going to be mostly me explaining instead of showing you the tutorial of how it's done. Obviously, the next time I do this prop, which will probably be in February, because I am going to be participating in another challenge, which would be another RWBY based challenge. I'll be using different templates from across the internet, and I will be crediting you guys, don't worry. And I will also be probably doing a contest for some of them, just to say, because again, I like this series, I like the weapons from it, and I would prefer to actually give back to my viewers and all that jazz. Now, let's see, other concerns with this prop. Due to my material choice, obviously, lightweight is not what I'm known for. I'm known for sturdiness, and this material has always given me the heebie-jeebies. Again, there's no such thing as a perfect material, but since I've never had a chance to really work with this material before, like in this big of a scale, it's kind of interesting to see exactly how I'll fare with it. Now, that being said, since I'm going halfsies with this, I'll be using, instead of the vinyl solvent that I would use on smaller things, I'd be using your handy dandy glue sticks, other different types of glues, stuff that you can actually find in Walmart, Menards, your local retail stores. That way, when I'm explaining this stuff to you guys, I don't have to speak in technical jargon all the time. And it makes things a lot easier on me personally. And, you know, cure times are a lot different. Plus, I kind of want to see if I can get this done within a week or so. Currently, it is 10:13. Oh, not 10:13. When I'm recording this, it's probably going to be like 10:14, 10:15, knowing my luck. October 13th, if anyone's asking. Anyway, yeah. No, wait, no, I was right. October 14th. October 14th when I'm recording this. And I would like to see exactly how far I get within at least a week. So, that being said, we're going to see where we get. Personally, since our deadline is Youmacon, I'm going to be leaving ridiculously early for that because I'm personally not going to be, you know, dawdling. I can do whatever the heck I want. I'm evil like that. But I'm going to be leaving early, so I'm probably going to try and blitz through the first couple of parts while still trying to keep everything as technically capable as possible. So, without further ado, let's see what happens, guys. Once again, this is Jack Sentinel. Obviously, you're watching this video now, so you know who I am, or your friends know who you are, or I am, and they are rooting for me for this case. Either way, please go to my competitor side, FinalCosplayCorps, do all their sites and all that jazz. Like our video, tell your friends to like this video, and as well as like the remaining videos to come with this series. With that, same thing with my competitor, and let's try and make this as fair as possible. And as always, guys, keep on crafting.